Good morning, traders. It's Trader Rob. Today is Friday, August 2nd. Last day of the trading week. Last opportunity to make this week has been honestly a great green week. Let's keep it that way. Let's have some good trades right after the intro. As always, nothing that I state on my channel is financial advice. Trading futures or any type of trading is risky business. Any capital that is put out there is at risk for a loss. All right, so had a really decent day of trading yesterday. I think we got up about $390 on the funded account. Got a little unfortunate. We took a 15-minute Rob reversal yesterday that won. So that came in right at that 115. So pretty much right at your end of your sessions, that's still allowable to trade. Took a short, got the 35 points. Unfortunately, I'm not sure. I was not in front of the charts. I was at work. And when I came home, I had already recorded my video for the day. I stated on the video that I was just going to leave the 15-minute reversal running like I do pretty much every day, minus FOMC day. And the strategy was off. So I'm not sure, and I wasn't recording, so I can't actually see what happened there, but did not take this trade, which was extremely unfortunate because that would have been an extra $210 on top of that, which would have made yesterday a $600 day. But either way, for the stats, for people trading, I know a lot of people in Discord took full take profit on that trade. So that was a positive overall for the strategy, but not necessarily for me because I was not able to trade that. Let's take a look at the trades from yesterday. Starting gold. Gold had a nice winner for 30 ticks. We got activated to the long off of the 815, 820 inside bar. Full take profit. Really nice trade. And in oil session 1 was a loser. We got activated to the long. Had an initial push and then quickly reversed on us for a 20 tick loser. Oil session 2, on the other hand, was a winner. Excuse me. That got activated into the short based off of 940, 945 inside bar. Stop loss was 28 ticks. Targeting 28 ticks of full take profit. Took that trade. Beautiful trade. That one is on the videos from yesterday. And sorry for those that watched the video yesterday. Right after my intro, I did not cut like I normally edit, and so there was some time in there that just the charts were just going. So I apologize for that, but I'm not perfect. That's for damn sure. All right, and then let's take a look at our levels for the morning. Levels are a little tricky. Obviously, we've been pretty much dumping here. Probably for the last 2 days. So the levels below us are, you have to actually go out pretty far. Okay, so typically on my levels trades, we're looking at levels that I would say in the maximum are like 5 days out, but most of them are like either a day out or that day. So take that for what it's worth, because a lot of these levels are on the older side of price action to the left. But if we look above us, we've got a 15-minute level at 54.80. We got a 5-minute level at 55.09. We had a really nice bounce off this 15-minute level at 53.77. And then the rest, let me expand these so we can actually see them a little better. We've got a 5-minute level at 53.58, at 43, at 26, and at 18. We don't get a 15-minute level until 53.17. And then all the way at the lowest, we've got a level at 52.73. Honestly, only setup that I like here would be price action was to retrace all the way down to 53.18. You could take an entry long right back to 53.26. Tight stop loss at 53.17. Again, price action has to make a pretty drastic move to get down here. But based on how the market's been reacting the last 2 days, it's definitely possible. And on the NQ, 15-minute level at 19.022. We've got a 15-minute level at 724. We've got a 15-minute level at 522, which had a really nice bounce off of here, as you guys can see. That bounce was good for almost 100 points. And then the rest, we've got several 5-minute levels at 463, 412, 375, and your last 15-minute level below us is at 18,346. So haven't really identified a great setup yet on the NQ. Nothing down here that I like as of right now. These are just too wide apart, and which don't make for a pretty good risk to reward on the trade. So I'm gonna continue to map them out and see if anything shows up on the fresh 5-minute or 15-minute level as the trading day goes on. But as of right now, not really great setup on the NQ that I see. So again, if you stick around the next few minutes, you're going to see all of the trades from today and my trade recap. Remember, I do go live next Wednesday. I go live pretty much every Wednesday at 8 a.m. So if you're interested in the strategies, and when I do my recap, I'll have the update here for August. I know it's only been two days of trading for August, but I'll have the stats uploaded in Discord, and I'll put it on the video as well. With that, hope I got a green day. I'll see you guys here in a little bit.
Order filled.
All right, and here is the first trade of the morning, which is in... took this trade on the ES, and pretty much it was a call out off of a 15-minute level at 53, pretty close to 53.77. I had marked that off, and we obviously news came out here this morning and caused a pretty big drop. Touched right to the 15-minute level and got some really nice support from there. So as the bars started to increase, I just kind of really thought that we were going to retrace that entire move of the news. So I actually put my take profit. If you guys can see, it's pretty much where, you kind of see like the filling in of that gap there. And it was a pretty big trade. My TP was set to $725, which is about 14 ticks, if I'm doing the math right in my head. I'm sorry, 14 points. And I think my stop on that this trade was $250, if I'm not mistaken. So this ended up being a really nice trade, really quick, and got up green really nicely for the morning.
Target filled. Order canceled.
All right, and here is our first setup in oil session 1. We do get activated here into the long based off of that green inside bar. We do get a really, really nice push here, nice momentum play. Honestly, we get a little bit more of a push. There we go. I really thought at that point we were going to be taking full take profit. Kind of walked away from the charts and then kind of came back and started to kind of measure out where I thought maybe the 70% level was at. And I felt pretty comfortable here, kind of reducing risk. Already up pretty damn big green on the day. So, and the momentum kind of starts to die off. Sellers are kind of starting to kind of take control here. So I think it was right around this point where I came back into the charts and saw the trade, saw where the initial push was at, and decided then to reduce my risk there in half. So end up taking a loser in oil session 1.
Stop filled. Order submitted. Order filled.
All right, and here is the second trade in our morning strategies, which is in gold. We do get activated here into the long based on that green inside bar, and looking for a strong momentum push out of this entry here. I believe we had about 300. I believe this trade was either $330 or $320 of take profit. So pretty big trade. Obviously, took a half loss on oil session 1. So figured if we can get this one as a winner, be up pretty damn good for the day. Really nice strong push there by buyers, and you just started feeling really, really good about this trade. Should have probably reduced my risk there by 50%, but I was honestly back and forth on calls for the morning with some clients, and kind of came back at the chart right at the end where we finally hit full take profit. Beautiful trade in gold, up big on the day.
Target filled.
All right, just a super solid day of trading. I mean, I took that ES trade right here this morning, and as I mentioned in the intro part of the video, it was a pretty nice bounce off of a 15-minute level at 53.80, and it was right off the news. So this big dump came off of like all the unemployment news that came out this morning, and pretty much when I saw this pretty strong bar here, I kind of figured that we would at least retrace majority of the move from the news event. Honestly, that happens a lot on the NQ and the ES. So jumped into a trade here and took this for about 14 points because I was up about $725 just off of that one ES trade, which obviously helped today be just a fantastic green day for me. $905 on the funded account this morning. And then took a early loss in oil session 1. Got to reduce my risk there by 50%. And then took a really nice trade in gold. So let's jump into those trades really quickly, and I can explain my thoughts behind them. So first of all, let's take a look at oil. So oil, we got activated to the long at 835, 840 inside bar right here. Stop loss would have been right at the bottom of your source bar, which is about 26 ticks. And we got a really nice move. I actually thought we were going to definitely take full take profit right there. And then it started to reverse on me. So brought that down to, I want to say maybe 14 ticks, right around there. It was, price action was kind of running against me. So it might have not been exact, but it was right around that 14 tick number. So then after the 725 win on the ES, took this as an early loser. So then at that point, kind of was starting to look for a trade in gold, which this is gold right here. Gold's been taking a pretty big dump. And we got another inside bar set up at 8:45 a.m., 8:45, 8:50. Got activated into the long, pretty big size trade, bottom of the stop, 32 ticks, full take profit. And that was pretty much what got me back up to the $905 for the day. And at that point, I kind of just made a decision where I posted it on Discord. I'm like, I think I'm done for the day. No reason to give back any profits on such a big up day like today. So even though that there is still about 30 minutes left in oil session 2, I'm not going to trade that. I did say I would leave the 15-minute Rob reversal running here today, see if this will catch any trade. So we'll see if that comes true. And then let's jump into the levels trades. There's a few things here that I thought were pretty interesting. First of all, this was the setup here. This was off the news. Rejection off of the 53.77 15-minute level that I marked off pretty much right to the tick. I mean, that was just a really nice reversal right there. And took this, I think I closed this out right around on this green bar, somewhere right around here. It's about 14 ticks. So again, really, really nice trade. And then we have come down, and as you can see, this 5-minute level that I marked off at 53.43 right here, it's seen a pretty nice rejection right back up to the 5-minute level above it. And then obviously there's a setup down here that I still think is a pretty decent setup, which would be a long off the 53.18, but we'll see what happens there with price action. And then on the NQ, as you guys remember on the beginning part of my video, I mentioned the setup right here, which was a rejection, and I was actually exactly based off of the ES. Same scenario on the NQ. I just pretty much called out a I'll take a long from this 18,522. Honestly, this would have been a huge target at 18,724, but it would have hit it. That's about 200 points right there. So, I mean, that's just an absolute huge move. And then obviously we have been kind of downtrending here since then, but levels seem to be getting respected a little better here yet today than they were yesterday. But overall, just a really nice day of trades. It's a Friday. Get to go into the weekend in the green on cash and on the funded accounts. So super stoked about that. Excited about the next week's possibilities here as well. So even though we only have 2 days of trading in August, I do my month to date stats every single week. I post them on Discord on the oil, gold, and the 15-minute Rob reversal stats. So just trading these 2 days. Oil session one is down 34 ticks, so that's a $340 loss. Oil session two is up 28 ticks, so that's $280 up. Gold is up 62 ticks, which is nice. That's a $620 winner. And then the 15-minute Rob reversal from yesterday, the one winner, brought us that trading 1E mini at $700. For the month of August, again, just 2 days, you're up $1,260. Trading, again, rules and condition based trading. There's, the levels trades that I do, that is definitely more discretionary. But again, there is somewhat of a plan there when I am looking for predefined entries, stop losses, and take profits. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the content, the videos. If you could, I would always appreciate a like or a subscribe. If you're interested in any of my strategies, all of the links to the descriptions. In the description below, there's links to all of the videos that go in depth on all of my strategies. Members in my Discord have automated the 15-minute Rob reversal. They've automated the oil trade, and they've automated the gold trade, trading it with my conditions. If you would like to get any of those automated strategies, they're free. So just subscribe to the channel and leave me a note in the comments, and I will make that available to you. It takes me a few days to respond to everybody, but I promise that I will make my best effort to get to everybody. With that being said, I hope you guys have a great weekend and happy trading. I'll see you guys on Monday.